working ground today. Yesterday we worked ground all day, got 160 acres done just about. We got this 11 acres here, or 13, I can't remember exactly how much it is. Then we got 40 acres down the road. That's all we got left to work. Then we're done working corn ground and bring the Harrow up, harrow everything, plant it in corn. But we've been running 2 rigs. He's got the disc on the MX240. That's the new disc we got that I was running the other day. And I got the 87 here, so we get quite a bit done running 2 discs. It don't take long to knock out a field. Because yesterday we started about 3 o'clock. We started in on 60 something acres with 2 rigs, and by 5:30 we were, or 6 o'clock we were leaving. So does a pretty good job. Off to the next field. Grandpa ain't too far behind me. He hadn't fold up yet, so he'll be coming pretty shortly. But we're gonna see how long this one takes us. Shouldn't take us too long at all, considering we got as much done we did yesterday and what time we did. 40 acres shouldn't take us too long at all. Well, I will say this field's working a hell of a lot better than it did last year. Last year the disc wasn't going in the ground that good. It was kind of just riding on top of the weeds. This is rough, a little rough last year. Now this is about as perfect as it can get. But it's supposed to rain this evening. If it doesn't, I'll bring a Harrow up, get on Harrow tomorrow. We can have corn in the ground by Thursday. And we can probably have a good crop up here, as long as weather holds out. That seems to be the only thing that determines anything when you're farming, is the weather. Well, we're on the last little bit up here on this flat. Grandpa's down over on that end. I'm on these long rows. We got this field knocked out in pretty good time. Well, there's another 40 acres worked. Everything's been worked at least once. There's a few spots we're going back that I had worked before we got all that rain again on the Harrow farm. We're going to check that out and probably going to rework some of it. I know there's a couple pieces that we're going to rework for sure. So, oh, of course we got a truck with a livestock trailer coming through here. This is about the worst road to meet somebody on. Well, we're back. This is all the ground that we've got disked up here in the past 2 days. Grandpa, he's in the floater truck spreading fertilizer over all of it, and I'm harrowing it in. That way, harrowing was in the plan anyway to break up any clods. This way we're working the fertilizer in, which is the best way to do it, instead of spreading it on top. Letting it do its thing. If you work it into the dirt, it'll get down to where the roots are going to be, and the plant can take that nutrients. There are several studies about that. One in particular by Marion Coleman. And when he says something, it's usually true, because he knows his stuff about this kind of thing. But getting it harrowed today and fertilized, and once he's done spreading fertilizer, he's going to start planting corn. We brought the tractor and planter up yesterday evening. There's seed left in the planter from when we were planting home, and brought a few more bags of seed. And our seed dealer Michael, he sells bets. Probably gonna end up having to go to him and get more depending on how much we get done today planting wise, because I think he's going to fertilize everything, or at least spread enough fertilizer to where I can get it all haired in today. We'll just kind of have to see how that plays out, but I plan on getting the majority haired today. At least everything on this side of the tree line, which is 70 something acres or 80, I can't remember. Pretty close to 80 on this side of the tree line. You cross that tree line over there, we got that other 60 something acres that we just yesterday, or no, not yesterday, the day before, Sunday. No, Monday. My days are all screwed up right now. But yeah, Monday's when we worked that. And then yesterday we worked the Pearl farm and another 14 acres right on the corner of E, right next to the creek. So it worked down real good. It always does because it's got a lot of moisture there, being right next to the creek. But everything is disc at least. That was our biggest worry, because everything was weedy. But we got everything worked once, some of it twice. But hairing today, fertilizing today, maybe planting. Just have to see how things play out. Well, I'm on the long running now. Grandpa's all the way back there, still spreading fertilizer. He should be getting close to being done. Gets down there, he's probably going to spread that. But this field alone will take me a couple hours to do, so he can get quite a ways ahead of me. Hopefully he waits till I'm done hairing this field to start planting, because usually when he does stuff like that, I end up having to run the hair in parts that he's already planted. So I guess we'll see what happens. Well, we had a slight change of tractors here. The MX240, surprise, surprise, threw shits again. Top of the radiator busted, fan belt, it went all the pieces, so it's setting right now. So now I'm pulling the Harrow with the 8760, which actually is a lot smoother riding because the tires are wider and it's got a way better seat in it. Air conditioner is cold, almost too cold at times, and you can turn a lot sharper. Don't really need 300 horsepower on this Harrow, but one of them deals. I don't know how much I need, but I know how much I'm going to use. So now I'm going to be running this in front of the Harrow though, throughout all the rest of these acres. Tell you what, should have got rid of that 240 the first time it started throwing issues. Every time you get rolling good, it disappoints you. It ain't no Magnum. They need to take that Magnum sticker off of it. Well, I'm getting close to being done. I'm on the short rows down in this neck right down here. Grandpa got started planting. He's done spreading fertilizer. He's up on that end, so he won't be able to bother me down here. I'm gonna get this done, and I'm to the point now I need to put some fuel in. I could run some more, but I'm gonna do that piece right there, that little 18 acres. Then I'll be done, and I'll wait for him to get to a good stopping point. So we'll have to get some seed tomorrow. We got a whole pile of Pioneer back home. Probably load it up, bring it tomorrow to plant with. But he's probably gonna spread fertilizer tomorrow morning. Well, no, probably he's gonna have to get that piece over there done. Get it fertilized so I can get it haired and we can get it planted. While he's fertilizing that tomorrow morning, I'm probably gonna work on planting more here. I've never run that 16-row white planter before, so that'll be a learning experience. I've planted corn before, but I ain't never run that planter. But pretty simple, I guess, as long as your hydraulic motor's working off your PTO and it's running your whole air system, I guess it ought to be fine. No. headed to Case Ag to go get some Beck seed. We've already planted some beans. The beans I planted the other day, they were Beck's beans. They're the ones that I bought. But we're planting corn now, so I'm gonna go get some of Grandpa's Beck's corn that he ordered. Michael said he'd be there, so pulling up the seed shed, and he can load it in the back here on top of the pallet that had Pioneer on it. Because we know how well Beck's and Pioneer get along. Got the gooseneck ball down, so the gooseneck ball's in the way, so it'll stop that from sliding. So on my app on the phone, where I keep track of all of our fields, what we got planted where, I drew a line because we changed from Pioneer seed, which is P1222AM is what we started with. Right here's where we switched. And this whole field on south there, it's Pioneer, but from here up north, it's going to be Beck's. Well, the number we got, 6574 TCV 2P. According to Michael, he said he hopes we have pretty good luck with it, because it's supposed to be the hybrid that kicks ass. So we'll see how well it does. This is some of our better ground here. I'm hoping we get a rain for long, because the ground's kind of been drying out with all the power the sun's been having lately. We could really use a little moisture up here and kind of give just enough moisture to get things sprouting and doing good.